A man was dumped by his girlfriend in public because he was poor. To make matters worse, she chose to get together with a rich flashy guy right in front of him. Heartbroken and furious, the man vowed to become wealthy enough to make her regret her decision. In the very next moment, a daily flash sales system appeared right before his eyes. Every day the system would refresh with 3 random items for him to choose from. The man immediately selected a stake in Ferrari worth $300 million. The system confirmed that the stock transfer documents were on the way. Just then a top-of-the-line Ferrari sped past him. The sales rep, shocked to see this shabby-looking man, couldn't believe he was the new shareholder. The rep immediately handed him the stock transfer agreement. It hit the man, this wasn't a dream. The next day the man woke up to the sound of his alarm, fully anticipating the items the system would refresh. The first item, a $20 million sports car. The second, a $70 million luxury apartment. The third, a $10 million luxury watch. The man immediately chose the most expensive item, the luxury apartment. In the next moment the property deed appeared in his hands. The man began to daydream about becoming a billionaire soon. He quickly headed to the apartment, but the security guard stopped him, saying only residents with appointments could enter. The man claimed he was the owner. The guard scoffed, impossible. But the man pulled out his property card, and the guard, upon seeing it, immediately greeted him with respect and welcomed him home. The next day the system refreshed again. The first item was $30 million in cash. The second, a $50 million commercial property. The third, a $20 billion stake in the Caesar Group. The man wasted no time and picked the Caesar Group shares. This time he had to personally go to the company to sign the transfer agreement. He immediately set off for the Caesar Group's headquarters, where the CEO himself handed over the contract for the man to sign. The following day, the man eagerly awaited the system's refresh. This time he picked an item worth $1.5 billion, the Times Square property. Just then he received a call from the property manager of Times Square. The manager asked the man to verify this month's rental income. Meanwhile, the manager was nervously waiting to meet this mysterious billionaire. The man showed up on an electric bike and the manager thought he was a low-key humble rich guy. The manager invited him into his office to go over the rent details. The man was amazed to learn that the plaza earned $50 million a month. The manager, nervous about possibly upsetting the man, asked if he was happy with the earnings. The man smiled and said, "Deposit the rent into my account, and make sure all the staff's salaries get a 3-fold increase this month." Later the man received a call from his best friend, inviting him to a high school reunion that evening. When he arrived at the hotel for the reunion, the class president mocked him, saying he was probably too ashamed to show up after being dumped. His friend defended him, saying that the class president was going too far, but the man felt the class president had no right to criticize him. The class president stood up in anger, just as the man's ex-girlfriend Mary arrived, accompanied by her new wealthy husband. It turned out that the class president had deliberately invited both of them to embarrass the man. Mary, in front of everyone, began to thank the man, sarcastically claiming that only after they broke up did she meet her now wealthy husband. The class president quickly joined in laughing at the man, calling him a broke loser. Mary mocked him for still not having a real job. Then she bragged about how her husband was a business partner of the Caesar Group. The man froze. He now owned the